Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. I know people are super depressed. Like, literally, people are fuming because, if you didn't already know, the new banner, which is the Camilla banner, she is a restricted character to Knighthood Boss, which is a content most people do not care about. Do not care about, right? That's what she's there for. That's it. That's it, alright? So, with that, it's a very big letdown. So when I made that video earlier today with the patch notes and everything, people saw that and just left. They were like, as soon as they heard the word Knighthood Boss, they were like, whoop, gotta go. Peace out. Left, right? But there was good news that I shared at the end of that video, which I do want to make a separate video on, just at least alert you and talk about what we can get here. But basically, we have now the confirmation we're going to most likely, again, as we always do, get our vote banner this year. And hopefully it doesn't suck. I'm telling you now. The green Escanor and Demon Meliodas may not be there this year, may not, who knows, you know? It's potential, but who knows, right? So to show you what the confirmation is, again, this was the banner. Dude, such a great art, wasted to a Knighthood Boss unit, it hurts. But if you are going through the patch notes and you were to check it, if you go down here, and whenever they do this, they always leak it. They do it purposely, I think, just to, like, get you hyped a little bit, so you're like, oh, there is something good, right? So if you clearly see they're highlighting this, but that's not the real highlight. There is the vote banner icon. The vote banner is confirmed. We kind of knew that, right? We would get one, right? But now at least you have the confirmation being laid down that there is a vote banner that will appear for this anniversary. And again, there is potential. They really, or we really can make a good banner here. Because again, since the last time we did vote, there has been a pretty decent amount of characters that have appeared, which should be able to be voted for. Which again, it creates that idea that you can get some good stuff here, and it will also maybe block out the chance of getting Green Escanor or Demon Melly. Though again, most likely people will still vote for those characters, even though they have literally died. They're not even good anymore at all. But today, let me just show you the what the banners may look like, or what we may see. So let's hop into it. So first, hopping down to probably one of the worst banners or vote banners we've had. This banner was filled with just garbage. Okay, that year I don't even know what happened. Global was smoking something. They were higher than a kite. I don't even know. But this banner was bad. So it basically, we voted for both the composition of the basic banner and the unfeatured part, but the festival roster, right? And with it, we did vote for some great options. But this year, okay, now I don't know if they're going to allow us to vote for light or dark units. Yes, because we don't know if the unit itself is a light unit, okay, or a dark unit. It depends, because sometimes they may not allow you to actually vote for light or dark, because they only feature those characters on those specific festivals. Again, we don't know, but if they allow us to vote for light or dark units, this banner can be very good, because automatically, you will vote for Purgatory Meliodas. That's one of, like, outstanding 10 out of 10 option, okay? Second option is Ultimate Escanor. Now, again, we don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if they're going to make a blue bond, a red bond, whatever color bond, and then they say, whoops, guess what? He is not a light or dark unit, hence why you cannot get a light or dark unit on his banner. Boom. Move about it that way. We don't know. So, let's say with it, let's say it's an option, okay? This is the best roster. Your move is for Ultimate Escanor, and boom, that is your peak, like, choices, okay? You get Purgatory Meliodas, you get Berserker Drossa, Ultimate Escanor, Merlin. Now, you're fighting between Fez Diane and Trader Melly, because it's, I think, 5 festival units that get picked there. So, again, yeah, 5 units get voted for. So, depending on what happens, right? We allow Purgatory Melly, Ultimate Escanor. Those must happen. Gotta happen. I know that Merlin will make it because people really want her and have missed out on her so many times. So that's 3. That's 3 options. Berserker Drossa, I personally think will make it also. People want Deus for him, so that's 4. Now it's a war between these two. Who's gonna make it, right? Mael can't be voted for. As last year you can see here too. It can't pick up the last festival unit, so Mael will not be obtained at all. No chance of that. But Trader Melly versus Red Diane, we'll see what happens. I think Trader Melly will get more votes because people still want him. And he is still pretty good, you know. PvE-wise, he still carries, so he's not falling off by any means at all. But on the unfeatured roster, right, you can look at this banner and say, oh, we're going to have the best banner ever this year because this was seasonal, all right? This does not happen usually. This was only for a specialty thing because they wanted to be generous and nice and whatever. So that happened. But no way this happens this year for this. Again, Bond was just basic votes like Catastrophe, Sin, and then I don't think Ragnarok was there at the time, so that wasn't there. But for this, it's Sin, Ragnarok, Catastrophe. Those 3 things. So between those 3 categories, what can we get? Minus seasonal. There is no seasonal, okay? So first, on this banner, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 7, or no, let me redo, completely. 6 up here, got it? 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Unless I'm missing somebody, we got 10 terrible units. 10 terrible units, got it? Good. Now, this year, we had a lot of releases, a good amount of releases since then, so in 1 year time, there has been some decent releases, correct? Correct, good. Now, off of those releases, we can vote for some good options. We have 10 characters that need to get removed. They need to get removed, correct? Now, let's go through it. Characters that can be voted for now that weren't voted for before, or again, weren't out, or available, whatever you want to say. So again, Zeldris, can't get him. Can't get him. No. He's limited. There's that. Next, Thonar, can't vote for her. So that's now 9 units gone, right? Or still existing, because we removed 1. So now Thonar replaced that green Escanor up there, correct? So 9 units got to get replaced. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Again, seasonal, can't use it. Collab, obviously can't vote for it. Demon Cusack, Demon Chandler. That makes 7 units that need to get replaced. Still, there is Griamore. I don't think Griamore's the best, so I'm not going to include it. Still 7 units that got to get replaced. Iron Blood Mono, that was seasonal. Can't vote for her. Freya, that makes 6 units. All right, we're at 6. New Wings King, seasonal. Can't vote for him. Mael, can't vote, obviously. Magelda, Ludociel. You know what? Just add them in. Add them in. We're down to below 5, correct? Now, Roxy, we probably can't vote for because she just dropped. Similar to Tarmiel. Can't vote for her most likely. So, you will still see some characters squeeze in over here that kind of suck. Oh, Red Tarmiel has to get added in too, because again, last year you couldn't vote for him. So you can add Red Tarmiel. You can also, I think there was one more character. So Scotty can also get squeezed in. Scotty didn't make it here, right? No, she did. Whoops. Okay. No, never mind. Yeah, so you will still have some crappy units squeezed on in, but I think we can vote for a very good banner. Freya also exists, which again, he clearly didn't make it here. So you have Freya. You can turn it out to be a good banner, but I still think regardless of anything, we will get Green Escanor. We will get Blue Meliodas. It's going to happen. There's no stopping it. People are that dumb. They're going to vote with those characters. So you will still see those, but we can add a lot of characters here to the roster that can make this so much better. Demon Cusack, Demon Chandler, people don't have that character. Both of them, they don't have them. So those automatically are great pickups. Freya, automatically a great pickup. Can vote for Roxy most likely, so we got to scrap that one. Freya, what else? There were so many more that I mentioned. Magelda, Thonar, those are 2 new Demonic Beast units. Again, Magelda's not really the best, but that's there. Ludociel isn't also the best. And no, he is not seasonal anymore, so he can get voted for. But again, obtaining a character is better than not obtaining a character. So even though he sucks, but GP points exist, and GP points make it worth it. So going for that is perfectly fine. But you clearly see you can make this a pretty good banner if we vote properly. Seasonal cannot be obtained most likely. So we do have potential here. Also last year, this Mono was not voted for on this banner because she was right near the release. So theoretically, we can also vote for Mono here, which is another unit to add into the pool. But you will most likely still see Green Escanor because people are stupid and want to troll. You will still see Blue Meliodas, but again, we have potential to change the rest of it where this should not have been there. This should not have been there. Should not have. Like these characters definitely weren't even... I do not know how they made it. I don't know how they made it, but they did. So this year, with the new additional characters and how many more dropped and how many more got better due to relics, right? Nanashi should be voted for, and people will understand that, yeah, he's a great character, and because of his relic, he got so much better that people will vote for him, correct? So there are a lot of units that can now hit this banner. So again, don't worry about like a terrible banner, but just worry that you will potentially pull a Green Escanor. So keep that in mind, right? But at the end of the day, have fun with everything. Be ready for the vote banner. It should kick off pretty soon. We did see the thing in the notice there, which that means that it should start next week at some point, and then go on until the weekend, and then end right before the festival starts. So I don't get it why also it should have started next week, but I guess they're doing it this week. Weird, but yeah. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe, peace out, and enjoy. That's been it for me. Yeah, not bad.